Hey guys, it's Adam again, and what day is it now? 16? 18? I don't remember. I'm sure it'll be in the title of the video, but anyway, I'm tired because I'm driving home from Phoenix, and it is dark out. As you can see, it's 10:30 at night, and I went up to Phoenix tonight. Katie couldn't come with me because she's very pregnant. She needs to be at home resting, but I went up to Phoenix tonight. My friend, a good friend of ours, Ike Condola, who's an amazing musician and worship leader, had a really cool, really intimate album release party up in Phoenix, and so he asked me to come up, and I mean, he asked a bunch of people to come. I mean, it was a big party, so we had a good time. I had a good time doing that, and then now I'm on my way home. So, but I was really kind of struggling for an idea for today's vlog, and then something kind of interesting happened, and I hope he doesn't mind me sharing this, but something interesting happened tonight at the show. So I was helping out with because we were asking people to pay for an admission because it was a concert, but it was a good concert. It was a good price, but we also were collecting cans to help support the food bank up there, and we were doing all sorts of stuff, and I was helping out with some of that, and two different times the police department up in Tempe showed up on noise complaints, and they actually we had to shut the concert down a little early, and they called a couple of us out because they saw me there both times, and they asked some of the guys in the band to come out, and the owner of the house, who, I mean, the guy he's a good friend of Ike's, and he helped put on that event, and they told all of us that if they had to come back for another noise complaint, that the owner of the house was going to be getting a fine, like a big fine. Like, they fine him a certain amount, like I think it was $250 for every cop that has to respond. So I mean, if there's two cops there, it's $500. But then that those of us who were involved would get arrested for civil disobedience or disturbing the peace, or I don't remember what they called it, but so that was really interesting, and then it kind of got me thinking, and I'm not trying, and allow me to preface what I'm about to say with the fact that I'm not trying to make myself out or anything about tonight out to be anything bigger than it actually is, but it really kind of made me think about the idea of being a martyr and what that means. And I'm not saying that I'm a martyr because I almost got arrested for being at a worship concert for a friend of mine, but it makes me wonder what I'd be willing to do. If I have the fortitude to do whatever I needed to do what was expected of me in the name of God, for Jesus, and would I be willing to die for it? Would I be willing to go to jail? And I will say with certainty, yes, I would. But at the same time, I think we all hesitate a little because, I mean, nobody wants to go to prison or go to jail. Nobody wants to die. But I think with utmost certainty, I could say I would. And that's interesting to think about, that we're called to that life, and that ultimately, if we're called to pay that kind of a big price, it'd be interesting, it's just interesting to think about. So anyway, I was just thinking about that, and, there's a lot of people's examples of our faith who did pay that price, who did die, who were imprisoned, and who have suffered greatly and paid the ultimate price because of believing in who Jesus is. And I think that overall, more than anything, that gives me a lot of hope in knowing that the message of the gospel is real. Because I just can't believe that there are that many crazy people who would die for a lie. And I know that a lot of people would disagree with that statement, especially people who may not believe in God. But I can't believe that thousands upon thousands of people over a 2,000-year span would just die for something that was an elaborate hoax. So, it gives me a lot of hope. It really lets me know that I'm in that right direction with God. But anyway, so I guess the question is, would you be willing to live that kind of a life? Would you be willing to lay it down and die? And are you okay with the fact that it may be a no? You know, I don't think that it's anything to be ashamed of. I think it's one of those things, especially, you know, what we know about our faith and what the faith teaches us and asks of us is that if we don't have understanding of something, that we seek it. You know, if we really say no, can't we be honest about stuff enough to say, I don't know if I would, or no, heck no, I wouldn't. So anyway, it was an interesting thought. So, of course, we always want to know what you think, or what you think about a topic, so feel free to leave a comment or whatever. And this one's going to be a little bit different. And Ike is okay with me using a little bit of his music from time to time. So what happened is as we were shutting things down, Ike really wanted to play one more song. So he did a really cool spiritual song, and it was all done acoustic, unplugged, and the band sang a cappella with him. It wasn't totally a cappella because Ike was playing his guitar, his acoustic guitar, unplugged. But it was just really cool. So I recorded that, and I recorded the crowd singing along with it. It was a really cool, beautiful moment where, you know, I don't know necessarily if everybody in the crowd was Catholic or even Christian, but it was a really neat moment because all these people, and nobody really knew any of us from Adam, pardon the pun, but we all kind of sang that together and prayed that together. And it was almost like this little moment of solidarity, you know, like none of us wanted that moment to end. We were all having such a great time and singing and dancing and you know, you can call it worshiping, and it was just kind of cool that everybody kind of came together like that. So anyway, it's been long enough. I've yacked for long enough, and I got about 20 more minutes on my drive. So I'll see you guys again soon. If you can, tonight or whenever you pray for this, please pray for Diocese of Tucson and Youth Fest, which is happening tomorrow. It's a great big celebration that we put on every year for middle schoolers and high schoolers. And if you can, for me, offer up a special prayer, a special intention for my wife, Katie. She's great. She's giving a talk for she's leading a middle school breakout session, a workshop session for middle schoolers. So pray for her and pray for the teens who are going. So to end this video, I'm going to play that video. I'm going to play the video I recorded of the crowd singing along with Ike and Dolo and the band. So we'll see you guys again soon. Hope you're having a great time, a great year of faith, and know that I'm praying for you, Katie's praying for you, Abe's praying for you. We're praying for your family, your friends, everybody. So God bless.
Let's go down to the river to pray. As I went down to the river to pray, studying about